Hi everyone, today we are going to learn about the brachial plexus. Brachial plexus is a very important and frequently asked question in the exam. So I have written here VIP question. You should know that it's very important and you have to make your concepts very clear about the brachial plexus. So what is brachial plexus? Brachial plexus is formed by the bundle of nerves that enters at the root of the neck. So brachial plexus is a bundle of nerve fibers that are derived from spinal cord. Here I made a diagram where this is brain and this is spinal cord. So all the nerves that are derived from the brain or originating from the brain are known as cranial nerves, while the nerves originating from the spinal cord are known as spinal nerves. So if the root value from C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1, these nerves come out and their nerve fibers form the brachial plexus. To know the location of brachial plexus, you should know that it begins at the root of the neck. After passing through the root of the neck, it passes through axilla, and from the axilla it enters into the upper limb and it innervates the upper limb. You can see here, so this is neck area and this is the posterior triangle of the neck. After dissecting these two scalene muscles which are present in the neck on the posterior side, posterolateral side we can say, the brachial plexus starts. So it starts at the root of the neck and from here it going downwards and in passing through the axilla, and from the axilla it is going to run along the whole upper limb. So I think the location part is clear to all of you. After that, how the brachial plexus is formed. To know about the formation of the brachial plexus, we should remember this mnemonic. Mnemonic is remember to drink cold beer. So remember starts for roots, to for trunks, and drink for division, and cold is for cords, and beer is branches. So first of all, roots are going to be formed. After roots, it will form the trunks, and after trunks they will divide, and after the divisions of the trunks they will form the cords, and cords will give us the branches. If you can see this diagram here, we said that that root values C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1, these are the root values that are coming from the spinal cord and forming the brachial plexus. So these roots, the first two roots C5 and C6, they will join and they will form the superior trunk or upper trunk. C7 is going to be alone and C7 alone will form the middle trunk, while C8 and T1 will again join like C5 and C6, and C8 and T1 is going to form the inferior or lower trunk. So C5, C6 will form the upper trunk, C7 form the middle trunk, C8 and T1 will form the lower trunk. So upper, middle and lower trunks. These trunks are now going to be divided into divisions. So all the trunks are going to divide into anterior division and posterior division. Superior is going to divide anterior, posterior, middle same, and inferior is also going to be divided in anterior and posterior division. These divisions are going to form the cords. So you need to understand here that anterior division of superior and middle cord are joining here. Here, this is the anterior division of superior trunk and this is the anterior division of middle trunk. So anterior division of these two trunks are going to form the lateral trunk. You can remember it like LA. LA is a city in Los Angeles, is a city in US. You can remember that lateral cord is going to be formed by anterior trunk of these anterior division of this true trunk, while the inferior trunk anterior division will alone form the medial cord. But for the posterior trunk, all the posterior divisions of these three trunks will join. They will form the posterior trunk. So posterior trunk is formed by the posterior division of superior, middle and inferior trunk, while superior, middle collaborate to form the lateral, and inferior solely form the medial trunk. After trunk, there comes the branches of the brachial, branches of the cords that are going to innervate. For that, I have also mnemonics. First of all, we will see the lateral cord, right? Lateral cord is formed by anterior divisions of superior and middle trunk. You can remember it by the mnemonic Lucy loves me. So L start with the lateral pectoral nerve, loves lateral root of median nerve, and me is going to be musculocutaneous nerve. So Lucy loves me, lateral pectoral nerve, lateral root of median nerve, and then musculocutaneous nerve. So after that, you can also remember it like lovely people. You will remember lateral pectoral loves me. After that, we have the medial cord. This is the medial cord. So medial cord, for medial cord, you can use the mnemonic. Most medical men use morphine, right? So here M is going to be medial cutaneous nerve of arm, then medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, then medial pectoral nerve. U is going to be ulnar nerve, and then morphine, medial root of median nerve. Then comes the mnemonic for the posterior cord. For the posterior cord, you can remember that ulnar artery or ulnar nerve, and that is going to be mnemonic for posterior cord. U stands for upper subscapular, while L is for lower subscapular nerve. N is going to be nerve to latissimus dorsi, then axillary nerve, and then radial nerve. I think it's more easy to remember the branches of posterior cord with these mnemonics. So now I am going to tell that how to draw brachial plexus, because all students do not have good drawing and cannot form fancy pictures. So I am going to tell a way that how to draw easy brachial plexus. So you will write down these roots in sequence, C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1. Then you will form a leaf with C5 and C6 as they form the upper trunk. Then you will leave C7 alone and form a stem like that. After that, C8 and T1 will also form the lower trunk, so they are going to join and form this leaf-like structure. Alright, after that, we are going to join these three with red color. As I am holding mobile with one side, and it's difficult to draw it with one hand, but we will form this leaf line. So posterior cord has been formed. After that, we will form another leaf that is going to be formed between C5, C6 and C7. Like that, right? Then here is one extension of T1. Then we are going to just extend all of them. Like that. So here we form the superior trunk, then middle, and then inferior trunk. Then there are going to be divisions, anterior divisions, and these are the posterior divisions. So anterior divisions of C5, C6 and C7 are forming here lateral cord, while middle and then inferior trunk anterior division is going to be form medial trunk, while all the posterior divisions joined here and make a leaf like and form posterior cord, like that. Now lateral cord is going to give those three branches, 1, 2 lateral pectoral nerve, right, and third branch is like here, and then middle trunk is forming 5 branches, 1, 2, 3 and 4. One is going to extend like that. Then T1, C8 and T1 now the medial cord is going to give another 5 branches and like that. So you can form brachial plexus like that in a more neat way, of course. Thank you so much.